A forum on children in Port Moresby yesterday, the first such as Papua New Guinea observes World Children's Day. With the theme Let the Children Speak, the forum was an initiative of the Department of Community Development together with UNICEF, Save the Children's Fund and World Vision. Jahab Akia reports.
The United Nations Universal Children's Day was established in 1954 and is celebrated on the 20th of November each year to promote international togetherness, awareness amongst children worldwide and improving children's welfare. November 20th is an important date as it is a date in 1959 when the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Declaration of the Rights of Children. It is also the date in 1989 when the Assembly adopted the Convention on Rights of Children. Since 1990, the Universal Children's Day also marks the anniversary of the date that the Assembly adopted both the Declaration and the Convention on Children's Rights. According to UNICEF, every year millions of children around the world become victims of untold violence. Children in every country, every culture, and every social level face various forms of abuse, neglect, exploitation, and violence. This abuse takes place at home, in schools, in institutions, at work, in communities, in armed conflicts and natural disasters. Much violence against children, such as corporal punishment and sexual abuse, remains legal and socially approved in many countries. The violence children face takes many forms, such as exploitation and abuse, trafficking, physical and humiliating punishment, harmful traditional practices, including early marriages, genital mutilation, and recruitment into armed forces. Growing up with violence and abuse seriously affects a child's development, dignity, physical and psychological integrity. For Papua New Guinea, the day was marked with a children's forum at the Sir John Guy Stadium in the complex in the nation's capital. It involved children, their parents and guardians. Partnering the Department of Community Development included World Vision, UNICEF, Save the Children, Child Fund and the Office of Censorship, amongst others. It also involved the wider community who have the interest of children at heart. It was marked with the theme, Let the Children Speak.
This celebration today and giving a chance for children to to have an opportunity to voice their desires, their hopes and their concerns is really important. And so this is a launching of something that's going to keep going, and next year is the big event where we want to bring the voices of children from all around the country to actually talk about what concerns them, what do they love about their country and be proud of their country, but also to recognise that children in this country need support from adults, and those adults come from organisations of all types, and from churches and from NGOs, and the government in particular have a really special part to play in this. And so bringing together all sort of groups to actually say this is important for the future of our country. And so yes, NGOs need to be involved, but also so do everybody else.
It was an inclusive day with performances and speeches from children. Director of the Office of Lookout Team Pikinini under the Department of Community Development, Simon Yanis said, PNG is no exception and a collaborative effort is needed when it comes to children. He says the focus of this forum, which is spearheaded by the department, is to ensure our children are protected both at home, in schools and other areas. Mr. Yanis pointed out the fact that whilst the government and partners work to improve the lives of children, the preferred environment of care for children is at home, and the responsibility lies primarily with the parents.
When the Minister brought the law to Parliament, we have been waiting. This law belongs to the children, and it is a very beautiful law that protects the children's right. This is the first rollout, the launching of the rollout of the Lookout and Picnic policy in the length and breadth. When I see the children representing all the children in the rural areas, all the children around the country, my heart cries. Because these are only representing all the children that are suffering out there. And I would like to ask our partners, our churches, that collective ends can able to achieve. We do not own anything. We loan it, or we owe it from the children. We look after things for the children. We do not own anything. So we must give what it belongs to the children back.
One partner, the Office of Censorship, participated to provide awareness to children on the proper uses of technology. Acting Executive Manager Robroy Chiki told NBC the increase in the use of technology opens ICT platforms to anyone who has access to computers or mobile phones. This, he says, makes children vulnerable to online exploitation. He says their part is to ensure children access the right materials from the internet that benefits their growth and future well-being.
Our part in participating in this activity on the launching of the Children's Day Forum as an agency that is responsible to look after the citizens of this country, our basic role is to ensure that we have a healthy society, and in terms of ensuring that our young people see or view things or read about things that is appropriate, that will enhance them, to enhance their career, enhance their self-upbringing. And we are here to promote the concept of the Children's Forum says that let the children speak. So we are also here to say that let's be a smart viewer. What's appropriately and what's what your children want, and that is to protect children online. You can see that with technology right now, the increase in information technology, you can see that young people right now are carrying mobile phones around everywhere, and it is our role and responsibility to ensure to reach to the young people and tell them that you see, some of the things you can have access to these new technologies, but some of the things that you read or some of the things that you watch, it's not good for you. So that's what we are doing right now, to create awareness and be part of children's activities, to tell them that your life is far more important than watching or doing things that is not good for your own benefit.
Community Development Minister Delilah Goro urged all parents to be responsible for their children, adding that it is important to accommodate their views in our legislation, policies, and strategies.